Hello everyone, welcome to basically a video called 2022, or I like to say reacting to 2022, my 2022. Um, Obviously all these photos are in here because I mean, my Google Photos, man, there's way too much shit going on there. You never know what you're gonna find, I mean, through my fucking photos, but um, during the year 2022, a lot, happens, and I think we're gonna talk about that. Um, we're going to talk about obviously first thing here is this is like one of the first times I ever like mowed a lawn, by the way. And then here's me at a storage unit. Now my family at a time for a time had to use the storage unit because we had too much junk in the fucking house. Of course, that's what my hair looked like then. Um, and then we got this photo, this beautiful, nice photo of me. I actually find it to be one of my favorite photos, to be honest. I like the eyes. I like the whole. It should be a portrait. Honestly, it should be a portrait because it looks like one, and it should feel like one. This cat, you know, this cat was very special, and what's really sad is during 2022 we lost this cat. We had this cat for months, and it was a year old when it died. Tragedy struck when my dog, Argo, or technically my mom's dog, killed this cat over food. And my mom said it was an accident because she dropped the food accidentally. And it's what caused the death of this cat. When I came out of the room, because I heard the screams. My mom screaming, my sister's screaming. I remember all of it. Like it was just PTSD all over again. I wish I had when that happened, I wish I had the comfort. And I really needed it at that time. The one person I wish I had the comfort was the one that wasn't there at the time. And I wish I had her, because I know how she would have felt if this happened, to this, because this cat was very special because it was hermaphrodite. It didn't know what gender it was. It was confused, and yeah. When we lost this cat, it was very devastating for the family. But with the fact that with my crush, or I like to call her, you know, my best friend or whatever. But I wish she was there, and she wasn't there when this shit happened, and it devastated me mentally, and I had PTSD for a little while because of it, because I watched the cat die in my sister's arms. There was so much blood. You had no fucking idea that I had that that I witnessed, and it was really horrible. Because I don't know how I feel about that dog right now. I don't even know how to feel about that dog. Obviously the dog still lives, but the cat does not. My mother loves that dog so much that she decided that she didn't want that dog being put down due to the whole incident. So, and eventually we had to bury her. And well, we call her because she was kind of a her anyway. But we had to eventually, bury her. And my sister, my Georgia, painted the grave. And we had to bury the cat because, well, we had to. There was no other choice. We kept. It was very, very sad, I think. It wasn't the only thing that was lost that year. I lost an old dog, and his name was Sandy, of course. We got to the point where we had to put him down because he was getting old. He was getting really blind. He was having arthritis problems and stuff, and it was time. In September we had to put him down. He got cremated. It was very tragic. I think that losing two animals, I think in 2 years, I think kind of sucks. Not animals in 2 years. Losing two animals in the same year is kind of sad. I know you're probably looking at the images too much. This looks like a flashback of me when I was in high school because you kind of tell I'm clean shaving. I'm wearing this old hoodie. It's literally explanatory. This was my birthday in 2022. I want to say, man, I really wish I had. It's the sad part and the worst part is in 2021, Wicked Witch of the West was there for my birthday, but my crush has not been able to. And it's just very, very sad. Of course, my comic book stuff, I had to do a comic book collection video at some point. Comic book collection. Yeah, and then I started taking photos of things, and yeah, this is one of the times we had to give Pumpkin a bath because the thing with Pumpkin was that Pumpkin would just poop around the house. She wasn't really potty trained well. She would just poop. We had to clean up the poop a lot, and it was a pain in the ass. But I think her death was, a turning point, and it made me realize how important life is. Because I think it changed my life. Me wearing the old hat, which I really don't wear anymore. You can see my pop's models of airplanes and shit. This is when I'm literally. So I decided to take pictures of myself wearing wigs because I wanted to try out some wigs. I know this looks really weird, but I only did this for fun. And no, I will not be doing cross-dressing or playing dress-up, okay? That's not gonna happen. And then we got this photo of me. Now, obviously, the hair looks pretty good. And my mustache can still do that. I just don't like doing that. It's not really that necessary. Nice picture that I took. And I watched this movie. I love this movie. And I bought it for $32.96 at Walmart. And then there's this. The beginning of something that I did that I got back into. Lego. I started collecting because I think once you're you get to a certain age where you're just fuck it, I'll collect whatever the fuck I want. For example, when you're collecting something from your childhood, it seems kind of great, Barbies or Bratz or Hello Kitties, My Little Ponies, all these, But then there's Lego. Lego was part of my childhood. It was, because it wasn't just video games, it was this too. And I actually built a shit ton of Lego, and it was really. And then we got Crystal Pepsi. Yeah, Crystal Pepsi. Yeah, I drank that. Took a picture of a frog. This is the Nintendo Switch. Now I have one. Obviously, I haven't used it much lately, but I've kept it. Of course, my Lego collection in there. It was in there for a while until I moved it. I have two PS2s right here, these two massive ones. I have actually three of them now. I have three of them, actually, because I had these two and I have the other one. And then there's a period where I grew my facial hair, my hair out, probably because I was missing someone. And that's why I grew my hair out and shit, was because I was missing someone. And what I mean missing someone is because I missed the person that I loved, actually, and I realized, like, how bad I felt, like, that, you know, it sucks that they're not there, you know. It's like, come on, I want to spend time with that person. And it sucks, because I think when you make a mistake, and then you undo your mistakes, it's like, okay. But there was periods of time where I felt sad. And obviously I did this. I just was like, I have a thing for NHL games, and guess what? I own so it goes from like 09 to like fucking 16. You're probably wondering, where's 14? I have 14 actually. It's on the PS3 digitally. But it literally, I have so many NHL games, not gonna lie. I have a lot of them. And then, when I was playing Fallout 4, I would make my weapons. I made Curious George, the E11 rifle. You know why it's called the E11 light rifle? Because the assault rifle in Fallout 4 looks like one. And then I decided to name this gun because it explodes on people. So I decided to call it Explosive Diarrhea. Because it literally explodes on impact. And it does. And then on November 12th of 2022, I had Netflix and chilled. And I can say, man, I probably wanted some Netflix and chilled. I probably did. I mean, maybe I did that. Maybe I got this on her birthday, because I probably was like, I gotta celebrate her birthday by having one of these. Because I love Ben and Jerry's so much. Of course, I gotta love The Sims. Gotta love The Sims. I don't even have the second one on PS2 yet. Because, I played the first game on PC as well. But the reason why I got into Sims is because of my older sister. She's the reason why I got into Sims. And I'm talking about my oldest sister, who like literally did YouTube before I did. And then I got a bandana. Yeah, I got a bandana. Pretty funny. And I kind of went more gangster with it. Yeah, gangster, motherfucker. I did play Cyberpunk. I will say, yeah, although, like, for me, I'll say like this. The good thing about Cyberpunk is you can make a transgender. But I didn't do that with my character, although my character's female. And then I got this game. Wonderful masterpiece. I grew up with this fucking game. Oh my god. And this game too. I grew up with this game. I got this controller because, at the time, now obviously, I didn't have a PS3 controller for a long period of time, so eventually I got this, which was very helpful. As you can see in the background, I also have a Nintendo Switch case as well, so yeah. And a charging station for the batteries, which I have for my Xbox. And then I tried Recipe 91. I saw this in Sobeys and had to get it to try it for myself. I had to get John Tavares' cereal. And then I tried Dunkaroos. They were okay though, but they're not my favorite cereal, so I don't know. Should I do videos about cereal? Like, come on. Like, I don't know what to do with that. This is when I bought my fucking red controller. $79.09 for that controller. There's a story behind this. So, like, I went into the store by myself, but I didn't want to go in by myself because like because there's this like there's like a chick there, and I'm like, oh boy, I don't know how I can handle this. The problem is like with me, yeah. So I had to get my older sister to get in the store too because my second older sister, to help me get this controller with her fucking like she has the game card, but I don't have one, which is a Game Edge one. I believe the nice red controller. And then for Christmas, I got like a Chromecast and a bunch of Legos, but I didn't bother showing those. Well, I will show them later. I have so many fucking mugs. I'm not gonna lie. These are all my fucking mugs. I have like fucking a bunch of them. Look at the amount of mugs. Like 7 mugs. I'm pretty sure there's probably more than 7. I'm guessing. And then also these are like I got these for Christmas. Like these Nuka-Cola caps. Yes, my Legos. A bunch of Legos. Yes, I have the Batmobile. Yes, I have the 501st Battle Pack, the original. And then when I by the end of 2022, I did play like Ghosts and shit. Although I didn't finish the campaign. And then I went Giga Chad and just was like, yeah, time to go Giga Chad. And then at one point, I was messing around with Snapchat. Okay, like I was just so like fucking bizarre with it. So I started doing this shit like this. It looks kind of looks kind of fucking creepy. And silly at the same time because I'm making a weird funny face with this effect. And then of course then there's this face. Oh my god, don't get me started. I use that face a ton of times. But I don't show that in here. And then we got breakfast that keeps you warm like a blanket. Yeah, it does keep you like warm like a blanket because I made my own friggin' grilled cheese and my own fucking hot chocolate, or maybe that was coffee.
Ice cream test positive for COVID? Oh my god.
Of course, ice cream does test positive for COVID. Man, COVID was so long ago. I feel like COVID is just like in the past. Like, okay, so I'm gonna tell you something. I once had COVID, and I had a variant COVID. I had to fight for that motherfucker. I think it was the Omicron one. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I fought that one like a bitch. It was brutal. It wasn't brutal, but it was. I dealt with it on my own, but it took a long time. But, well, it didn't take a long time. It took a while to recover from it. I always, like, I never bothered to ask, like, have you had COVID or, like, anyone else had COVID? Like, I want to know, like, your I want to know people's experiences from COVID. If they had COVID at one point in time. I'd had COVID probably late December of 2021, I think. I think so. To early, I think, January. So, yeah, it sucked ass. More Giga Chad, and then I kind of looked really sexy in this photo too. I look like a fucking leader. I crave memes. I had this cereal box because I had to get it because it was one of the best cereals of all time. Because it is. I've tried it. I liked it. It's expensive, but it's good. And I make some serious funny jokes with this. So I put I crave memes. I also did one where I put I crave pussy, and then there's one I should have done where I put I crave titties. I'm just making jokes with that. Like this is literally how it's such a. I feel like I'm in Storage Wars. Obviously, earlier I just show a picture of me at the storage unit. Yeah, this definitely does feel like I'm in Storage Wars. I haven't watched that show in years. Too Fast and Too Fury. That's what I named my fucking shotgun in fucking obviously in Fallout 4, but honestly, so much has happened probably during that year. Like fuck, so many video games came out that year, you know. And it kind of sucks. I mean, really, I mean, I bought some video games too. Like, I went to Oshawa, bought a couple of comics and video games. I did that, and then I went and fuck, man. I love that I'm doing these kind of things. It's really cool that I'm talking about the year of 2022, my year, where I talked about myself. And yeah, I think honestly, I mean, I wish, Bailey was at one of my birthdays, or at least I had a birthday with her or something. Not birthday with her, but like my birthday with her, probably. It would have been nice, obviously. But yeah, I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you guys for more content. I forgot about Colby too. God damn it. Yeah, I don't think I ever had Colby on at my birthday or something like that, or like at least having like I want to have a celebration, and like I'm tired of having birthdays at my house. I want to go fucking do something different with my next birthday. Maybe like 24th birthday or something. We'll have to think about that. But hope you guys enjoy this video, and see you guys for more content. And peace out, motherfuckers.